Plaintiff Maddie Love is suing Shakita Braggs for slander and emotional distress. Maddie says after the defendant falsely accused her of slashing her tire, Maddie was arrested for it. Shakita is countersuing for property damage because she says the plaintiff threatened and harassed her over the phone and then came to her house with a knife, and Shakita watched the plaintiff slash her tire.
All right, the plaintiff, Maddie Love, is suing the defendant for slander and emotional distress, and the defendant, Shakita Braggs, is countersuing the plaintiff for property damage and harassment. All right, Maddie, tell me how you know the defendant.
I met Shakita in late 2006 at a mutual friend's house. I was applying for a job at a store. The girl, I had confrontation with her back in high school. Shakita does her hair. She was the manager at the job which I was applying. Shakita learned about it.
So it's Shakita's client you had a confrontation
Yes. Me and the girl had problems back in high school. Shakita learned of this and started instigating the beef from high school, the drama. I went to Shakita's mother's house to contact Shakita about it, to explain to her that, I'd appreciate it if she let the past be the past. And Shakita wasn't there. Her mother.
Who'd you talk to?
Her mother.
Are you the mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you talked to Shakita's mother, and what do you say to her?
I just left my number with Shakita's mother, told her that I was coming by about getting my hair done.
So you go to talk to Shakita about making sure there's no problem, and you tell her mother that you're there because you want to get your hair done.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Shakita called me. She got defensive. We began arguing on the phone. Phone calls started back and forth. I was contacted in February of 2007 by a detective alleging malicious destruction of property. I informed the detective that I had no knowledge of this, but I had...
Whose property were you accused of destroying?
Shakita's tire, slashing her tire.
Okay. Who are you?
Tanisha Wiggins.
All right, Tanisha, tell me why you're here today.
I'm here because when we met Shakita, we were over my house.
Okay, now where was this damage to property allegedly done and to whom?
Shakita alleged that I chased her into the house with a knife and she watched out the window as I bent down and she heard a loud pop. It is in the police report that I'll have a copy of.
Okay, let's see the police report.
Also in the police report, that's when she talks to the police. Later, when she's ordered into the detective unit, she never states that I had a knife, but that I chased her outside and she wanted to fight me, but her mother wouldn't allow her to.
Whoa. They never said you had a knife?
They said it when she talked to the police, when the police came out to the house, but when she was ordered into the detective unit, she never mentioned the knife. She changed her story when she went into
the district attorney? What do you care? It's in the police report.
Because it's all lies.
Okay, that's your version. Okay. All right, it's all lies. All right, Shakita, what's your version here? Sit down, Tanisha.
My goodness. She came to my house on January 26, 2007. Her and Tanisha saying that they wanted to come get their hair done. And my mom, she's a witness to this. They was lying because when my mom woke me up, I was really ill at the time because I have arthritis. She woke me up and was like, were you supposed to be doing somebody's hair? I'm like, look at me, because everything was swollen. How can I do somebody's hair? She like, well, they said that they wanted their hair done. I'm checking my voicemails because I was asleep for some hours. And sure enough, Maddie was leaving voicemails talking about what she was going to do to me over some...
Do you have any of these voicemails?
Yes, it's...
She left you voicemails. What did the voicemails say?
Calling me every name possible, using profanity.
And did you give this information to the police?
Yes, I did.
So these are voicemails?
Yes.
Okay, so in the police report, there is reference to Shakita played 6 threatening, harassing phone messages that she has saved on her voicemail from Maddie. Said the first message from the Maddie says the following: I suggest if you don't want to get your beat by me, my girls, I suggest you get on the 3-way and plead your case quit running your mouth. I know where you stay at. I know where you live. You're going to make me hurt you. What's this about?
I don't even know. I never even called her back because I'm not childish like that. I'm not finna argue on the phone, and that's not true. If she was a woman and approached me the right way instead of coming...
Well, she came to your house with Tanisha.
No, they was trying to jump me, and that's what it said on my voicemail.
All right. Mom, step up. Tell me your name.
Hi, my name is Shakita Faye Braggs. Her is Shakita Lee Braggs.
Okay, Faye.
It was in the morning. I had just took care of her and her baby. She was sick. She was asleep. And so when I opened the girl was trying to go upstairs, and I stopped her. I was like, yes.
Why,
and
is this a beauty salon where you live?
No, this is
your
our
house?
house. Yeah.
Okay.
I said, yes. She said, is Shakita here? I said, yes, she's asleep. And she said, I said, you come to get your hair done or something? She was like, yeah. And I said, what's your name so I can tell her? And she looked at her friend, and then she looked back at me and told me her name. I said, oh, it's something funny going on. I said, when Keita get up, I'm going to make sure I remember her name. And then...
What's the name she gave you?
Maddie.
She did? Okay.
Yeah. I said, I'm going to make sure I remember the...
Why do you say something funny's going on?
Because when I asked her for her name, she looked at her friend and then looked back to me and then gave me her name. And I'm not 21 like them. I'm 40-something. I know when I smell a rat. I mean, you know, I'm not a kid. You can't pull nothing on me.
I get it.
Right.
I get it. Give me some facts. Move on.
Okay. Then they was out there. Shakita was like, well, I'm finna go out there and fight them. I said, no, you ain't. I locked the doors. I told her to call the police.
When you say, excuse me, Faye, when you say you're going to go out and fight them, what makes you think you're having a fight already?
Because I had listened to my voicemail by that time. I was already pissed.
And other than her saying, I know where you live, I'm going to beat your butt and all this other stuff, do you have any idea why she says she wants to fight you?
No, I'm clueless
just out of the blue. Maybe did her hair bad? I mean, why is she looking to fight you?
No, I never even did her hair. And that's
Are you denying it's your voice?
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yes.
So you didn't pop her car tires, and you didn't threaten her. You didn't go to the house.
I went to the house.
You went to the house, but you only went there to make an appointment.
And in the police report, when the detective finally speaks to Shakita's mother, the only thing she witnessed in the report was that we came and left our number for Shakita to do our hair.
But you didn't want her to do your hair.
No, I didn't want to get into the whole thing with her mom, so I just left it simple. We came about getting our hair done.
Okay. Do you have a tape recorder there?
Yes, I do.
What do you have?
I have the audio from which my cousin spoke with Shakita about the tire slashing, and Shakita states that somebody told her I cut her tire and that she actually didn't witness it.
Are you saying you witnessed the tire being cut, Shakita?
We both did.
Mom, you too?
I don't know. Like she said, I was there. Shakita came and told me that the girls was outside. I said, okay, come on in the house. I locked both of the doors and told her to call the police. But she didn't leave a number.
So you didn't see?
No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
Excuse me.
Thank you,
I really
Faye.
didn't.
Sit down. Play that. So is the reason you're playing that is to say that Shakita didn't really see you cut the tire?
Yes, that was recorded from a phone conversation. I also have a witness statement form from Chantel.
Who's Chantel?
She's my cousin who was asking Shakita the questions on
the person on the phone?
Yes.
Did she agree, or did she know she was being tape recorded?
No, she did not.
What state do you live in?
Michigan.
It's illegal.
Well, the detective allowed it to be played, and the detective recorded this audio off the phone.
The detective recorded the evidence that you gave him.
Yes.
Trust me, when that evidence gets before a DA or a judge, it is inadmissible, even though it's incriminating. And you know what? The truth is, on the one hand, and I can't take that into consideration, and understand judges do this all the time. You hear evidence and you suppress it. It's illegal in the state of Michigan to record someone and not tell them that they're being recorded. It's a two-party state. That is inadmissible evidence. Totally inadmissible. There is nothing in that can be, part of the decision that I'm about to make today. So take that out of your mind and let's go forward. Now, did you see her cut the tire or didn't you?
Yes, I did. I went in the house. She was outside my house.
Okay.
Because the police just got called.
All right. Now, you are suing the plaintiff for what?
What I had to pay for my tire being slashed for a brand new tire.
Right.
And for harassing communications.
Okay, so slashing the tire, do you have a bill for that?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's see it.
That's what I pay for a new tire. And then I even have pictures of my car, but not it being slashed or anything like that. But there's pictures of my car.
I'm sure it's a nice car. I don't need to look at it. Okay, so we've got $150 damage and for harassment. The harassment is based upon her coming to your house.
Yes.
And the phone calls.
Yes.
Okay, and the phone calls that you have on the voicemails that are reflected in the police reports.
Yes.
You see, here's the difference. When you leave a voicemail, it's always admissible in evidence, okay? Because you leave a voicemail and there isn't any state that would preclude you from putting that in evidence. But when you tape record someone unknowingly and you live in a two-party state, it's not evidence. So anything you said on the voicemail, which apparently is in this police report, can be used against you. What else do you want to say?
For her tire that she says she paid $150 for,
Yeah.
in the police report, it says that she told the detective that the tire only cost $30.
$30?
$30.
Did you tell that to the detective?
Yes, I did at the time because I didn't get my tire fixed right away.
Okay, so what we have here, do you want to say anything else, Maddie?
If you would have read a little further down,
Yeah.
it says that the detective asked her, did this occur the same day that we visited? She said no, but it was in the same week. So she was never at home. I'm sorry, but
What do you mean she was never at home?
the detective asked her, did the tire slashing occur the same day that we visit? And she said that it did not.
So what?
And that
doesn't mean
that was the only day that we arrived at her house.
Yeah.
And Shakita also stated that we cut the tire in the front of the house. Shakita stays in like an apartment, and you park in the back of the house.
You know what I have a problem with, Maddie? What I have a problem with is the fact that you and Tanisha went there to fight. I don't think there's any question. I don't think there's any question but that you went there to fight with her. I also think that the messages that were left on the voicemails are very damning messages. And I think that at the end of the day, there's some real bad blood here. And you both sides think that you're entitled to, fight the other side. I don't quite understand, why any of you would get so involved and entangled in this kind of thing. But at the end of the day, what I've got is whether the defendant is liable to the plaintiff for slander for saying that she damaged the car, and whether the plaintiff is liable for property damage. In other words, did she damage the car? But Shakita says that she saw you do it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Shakita Faye said no. Shakita Lee says yes. You say no, but you and Tanisha go there to knock on the door, to leave a message for her to make sure that whatever bad blood is between you and the person whose hair Shakita doesn't prevent you from getting a job. I don't buy that for 1 second. I really do not. I don't think you and Tanisha go to her house to just make sure that you get a job. I don't buy it. I think you did it. I think you did it. I absolutely think you did it. And I think that you're responsible to her for the damage to the tires, and therefore she's not responsible for defamation of you. Therefore, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You get $150 for the tires, even though you told the police it was $30. You don't get anything for slander, because as far as I'm concerned, I think the facts are very clear. I really do. So ordered on behalf of the defendant.